Primarchs. What are they? They are genetically modified humans in the universe of Warhammer 40,000. But they are set, all these guys are set in the year 30,000. They are, like I said, genetically modified humans raging on testosterone throughout the universe, throughout the galaxy, I'd say, the Milky Way system, trying to get daddy's approval. That is what Primarchs are. But there's probably a little more to them. I'm probably leaving some stuff.
It.
That's really it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, guys. You got it. You heard it here. That's the end of the video.
Bye.
No. Okay, so you want to go in depth a little more?
So all I'm going in depth with the video is we are going to be tier listing these Primarchs on a tier from S to F. And you'd be asking, is it like combat skill or lore impact?
None of that.
No, absolutely not. This is pure opinion.
Yeah, it's basically our opinion. You know why? Let's say it together. Let's say it together. Yeah. Our opinion is the only one that matters. There we go. Now that's out of the way with, let's get to the video. No, I'm kidding. Not really. I want to say that we are no professional 40K lore. What's the word I'm looking for?
Speak for yourself.
Okay, dude.
I've been doing this since I was born.
We're not professional Warhammer 40K lore archivists. You know, people who are what's the word I'm looking for? Help me here. You see, I'm struggling. Warhammer 40K.
I'm just gonna let you think.
We're no professional Warhammer lore enthusiast. No, we're no professional Warhammer lore explainers. You can edit the to make it look longer. You know, Warhammer professional Warhammer.
Did you say make it look longer?
you know, cut this together professional Warhammer professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I just don't cut it, I think they're gonna get how it's long.
All right.
Let's just get to this.
Yeah. No. But I want to say. This is our second video. And the reason that we're doing this one is to show you what we mean by other media. We find Warhammer very, very cool. I love my big, strong men. I love my guys who are really good at stuff. I love guys who are just very powerful. You know, I love that. All right, so that's why
So now that we've gone out of the way that he loves men.
Okay, so no, don't make it like that. Okay, so again, yeah, Primarchs, they're really good at what makes them unique is that they're all cool and they all can do like stuff, but they all have one specific gimmick trait about them.
Let's not explain. Let's wait for the video.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Without further ado,
5 minutes in.
Yeah, with that spiel out of the way with, welcome to our second video of Martial Media.
Okay.
Starting first, do we want to start with saying Magnus? Thank you.
Number one.
Lionel Johnson. Johnson.
I don't think we need to talk about this.
Let's talk about it for just a second.
Let's talk about it for just a second.
Primarch of the First Legion, the Dark Angels, okay? If I had to say, Dylan, this is your Primarch.
Lionel Johnson, Primarch of the First. The Emperor's firstborn. Kind of. Ish.
The Emperor's most trusted, too.
When it all was said and done, who's the one that... No, that was the Emperor's executioner.
But he's also most trusted. Okay.
Who's the one that went back and was the scourge of the Cheers homeworlds after the Horus Heresy? Who is the one that Horus himself deemed such a threat, he had to send him to the other side of the universe? Lionel Johnson.
Lionel Johnson is really cool, but you have to keep in mind that he also, at that time, 30K was a giant jerk. 40K is really cool. You know what, Dylan?
He's gone. Yeah, exactly. He's gone.
You're right.
He's a character arc.
Okay. His character arc as well.
He's one of 3 Primarchs here to have a character arc.
I think if I agree, if it was 30K Lionel we're talking about, he'd be an A. But this is 30 and 40K. He's got to go in S. He's got to go in S right now. All right. We can both agree Lionel Johnson.
Yeah. He's good.
He's going to top to S tier. All right. Okay, next.
Rogel Dorn,
Primarch of
the 7th.
Primarch of the 7th. Primarch of the Imperial Fists.
Now,
Now,
Praetorian of Terra.
Rogel Dorn, in my opinion, he's really cool. Okay, he's Mr. Queen Never Cry. He's Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is the epitome of testosterone. Okay. All right. So he has some crazy amazing feats. He fought and killed either Alpharius or a Megon. I think the writer confirmed it was one of them. I'm not too sure.
But
I can't.
The writer's also Alpharius.
So, right once again, Dylan. So, he fought and killed Alpharius or Megon, and then in that same week, bro fought Demon Primarch Fulgrim.
I don't know if it's the same week, but yes.
In the same
gauntlet.
In the same gauntlet, bro. After he did that, bro was standing his ground. Demon Primarch Fulgrim was like, dude, you should come. Dude, join the dark side. It's really cool. What did he do? He revved up his chainsword and went to. Okay, actually, he didn't fight him. No, they fought. They fought. But then Fulgrim became so so uninterested for some reason. He left, and Dorn was like,
well, he came uninterested because normally when someone fights, they fight with pride. They fight with excellence.
oh yeah.
Dorn fights like you're doing your taxes. Dorn has a program in his mind. I'm going to fight like this, so I can win. He doesn't know extravagant moves. Doesn't get flashy. Just thinks he's doing the 401k of fighting.
He's also, I gotta say, him and Protarabo's relationship. They're like the monkey and the lion. You know, the monkeys. Yeah. I had to rank Rogel Dorn. I put him in A.
You put him in A?
I put him in A tier. I can't. S tiers are very specific. You can't put because if we did that, Dylan, half these people would be in S tier.
I agree. I think A is the perfect spot for Rogel Dorn.
Right. Rogel Dorn.
The Praetorian of Terra.
It's pretty solid. Okay, next. Yeah.
With the rest of the Iron Hand players. With the rest of the Iron Hand players.
You are attacking a whole community of 4.5 people.
The 4 Iron Hands players who are very upset right now.
You're gonna get 4 angry messages. That was mean. I don't like you.
You're gonna get 4 death threats from
those are 4 messages going into my spam box. Okay,
let's get serious.
So,
the Gorgon. What number is he?
10.
Primarch of the 10th. Don't you dare check.
No, Primarch of the 10th. Again, there's nothing too much about Ferrus Manus because he died kind of early by the hands of Fulgrim.
Yeah, he died.
His cap got detated, to say the least. That being said, bro wrestled a full-on Necron war of some sort.
Like a contract.
I'm not sure if it's a Catan or something.
I don't think anyone knows.
I think we do. We just have not fully read the books.
No.
Again, we're not.
I'm illiterate.
So Ferrus Manus, he's a beast. In my opinion, if he had time to shine.
But now, I'm cutting you off. Because you're talking about if he had time to shine. You're already ready to place him. You have yet to talk about the Legion of the Damned.
Where are you going? There's no... Hold on. We get the Legion of the Damned after.
You were going to place him.
No, I wasn't. I'm saying Ferrus Manus, if I had to say, he is, if he had more time to shine, he is the strongest Primarch. I do agree. He's the strongest Primarch.
Physically, brute, muscles, I think Ferrus Manus is the strongest.
He would have beat Fulgrim as stated because he knew how Fulgrim fought, but Fulgrim had the demon inside of him, which got us decapitated. He has something called necrodermis arms, which were his arms were full metal. Bro was gonna try to get rid of that to show his legion that it's okay to be human. That didn't really go well.
It was one issue.
He got killed.
He got decapitated.
So we can't keep saying decapitated. It's funny once. So what Dylan was saying, the Legion of the Damned, it's not confirmed at all, but the Legion of the Damned is basically vengeful Astartes, who are like ghost revenants. I come back.
Their soul from the warp brought back to fight.
Yes, and they're said that like they're led by like this powerful force of some sort, and people want it to be Ferrus Manus. And if it's Ferrus Manus with a Ghost Rider head, that'd be really cool.
And if recent model leaks are to be believed, Ferrus Manus is supposed to return with Legion of the Damned.
Supposedly. So that being said, if I had to say,
I think we gotta place him in C.
I'd agree. I think Legion of the Damned would put him A or B.
At the current point, he's C or D.
I think
if he's not Legion of the Damned, then his lore ends the Job Site Massacre. He's C or D, maybe worse. C is the highest I'll go for him.
I'll go C. I'll go C.
Okay.
Cool. C?
Okay.
I agree?
Yeah.
Alright.
Angron. Primarch of the 12th. Now, there's not much to say about this murder rage machine. His story, like Ferrus Manus, was cut early. Not in the same way that his was, as in Ferrus Manus died. His story was cut early due to him no longer being sentient.
I think I agree with you. His story was early, but I think he has one of the most interesting stories. Bro was a slave baby, okay?
Bro was a slave baby.
And then he grew up to be a slave fighter. Didn't like his slave captors. Got nails put on him because he was...
The butcher's nails.
The butcher's nails, which make him a rageful machine, like murderous monster. Exactly. And then he revolted. The revolt didn't go well.
Lost horribly.
Big E came down to save him. He didn't like that. And then the butcher's nails have been so impactful on him because judging his judgment, his emotions, it's basically making him a berserker barbarian. Yeah. What?
He can only feel anger.
Yes, anger. That's Angron. It's kind of spot on with his name.
Someone was playing a cool joke.
But his story is really sad. He's known as the Red Angel because he becomes...
That's such a cool name.
He becomes a demon prince. He becomes Angron, the demon primarch of Khorne. Not by his own choice.
We have someone else to blame for that.
Angron's really sad, man.
I just feel bad for him.
I think from what I understood, he's supposed to be like a paladin, an empath. He's supposed to take people's pain away and put it onto himself. That's really cool. And
Did not pan out that way.
No, and he literally it's like an abused dog. Like dogs, I'm saying this. It's like I'm being bold here. It's like the environment they're raised in. That's how they act. But if you treat it and love it, it could become a loving dog again. The Big E was the worst father in the galaxy.
Chose not to take the butcher's nails out.
Yeah, he probably could have. There was like a 70% chance he'd live and a 30% chance he'd die.
He talked to Malcador about it. He was like, can we do it? He's like, there's a small chance he could die. Not worth breaking one of my playthings. Oh my gosh, that is your son.
Bro's a terrible father.
Worst father of the year award.
Bro, worst father in the millennia. So, I think that being said, Angron, he's really cool. He's the demon prince of Khorne. He's the berserker. He's
Primarch of the World Eaters.
Yeah, he's Primarch of the World Eaters. He is the what was it? Something of the Red Sands. He's
don't matter.
It don't matter.
Angron's cool. Personally, F tier. No.
All right.
No. He's a B tier.
I completely disagree. I'm putting him A tier.
You put him in A.
I put him in A tier. Think about his story. He has some of the most in-depth story, and unfortunately, he just remember his fight with Lionel Johnson?
Okay, so he's an A tier.
He's an A tier.
I neglected to think about that. I want to apologize for my actions. He's an A tier.
Any final words on Angron? Lorgar
Aurelia.
Leman Russ.
Okay, let's go on to Leman Russ.
Lorgar. I am putting Lorgar. Okay, hold on. This is okay.
I'm not gonna argue you here.
See, can I actually throw a curveball at you? I'd put Lorgar highest E tier. He's got a pretty cool story too. He's a word bearer. He's literally a preacher. he preached the word of the Emperor. The Emperor didn't like that, and he brought it all crumbling down. Instead of being a good father, he said, "You see what you built here? Yeah. Gilliman, blow it up!" Gilliman was forced to blow up all of the, like...
He was asked politely, and he said, "Yes, sir, I got it."
If you want me to.
As you wish.
And then Lorgar, he's the proprietor of chaos. He knew everything that was coming. He allowed it to come. He genuinely, as a character, is really cool and interesting.
Because I will give you that. Because
he gets his butt kicked a lot, though.
He is someone who just needs something to be higher than him. He prayed to the Emperor. When the Emperor rejected him, he needed something to pray to. He found chaos, unfortunately.
So like I said earlier, Lorgar is responsible for Angron becoming a demon. He was on this crusade essentially with Angron in the Ultramar system, and they were wreaking havoc. And Angron was regular angry guy, human with the butcher's nails that were slowly killing him. And then Lorgar and Angron encountered Gilliman, and then Lorgar was like, "I know something you don't know."
Great impersonation.
Thank you. And he turned Angron into a raging demon. So he sucks for that, but it's also pretty cool. Now, I really like characters knowing things they shouldn't. I like people knowing dark arts.
Can I suggest something?
All right.
I think that's it.
I'm happy with that. Cool. Okay. Leman Russ.
All right. The Emperor's Executioner.
Primarch of the Six.
Primarch of the Six.
Leman Russ is really cool. He's another berserker type barbarian, but like a Viking this time. He's
Space Viking.
He is Space Viking.
He's Space Odin.
Not yet. He's not Space Odin.
We want him to be.
He's Space Viking though.
He's Space Viking.
Bro is literally like a dog. He's like a wolf. When the Horus Heresy happened, Big Emperor knew Leman was not going to join the traitor side because he's literally loyal like a dog. He didn't have to question him. Leman Russ, he is a cool character. He's very complex.
He's one of the stupidest characters.
He's very complex. In the end, he becomes more complex. But he literally listens like a dog. When time came and the Emperor was like, "Hey, long story short, Leman, I need you to go grab this guy, Magnus, this big red idiot. I need you to go get him for me. I want to talk to him." Horus, big Mr. Evil Bald guy right here, when he was doing his heresy, he intercepted that and was like, hey Russ, go kill him. And Leman was like, okay,
whatever he was like, because he was the War Master.
He was the War Master. All the brothers here, they're all brothers. I don't know if we just said that. All the brothers here listen to Horus and the Big E, wherever he is. And Russ went and killed Magnus and made him who he is today. Leman's cool. And then because in the end, after the Horus Heresy's over, and they're all kind of reconciling with themselves, trying to pick up the pieces from what Horus did, Leman has this epiphany where he's like, I don't recognize any of my sons, my legion. I don't recognize, like, really, half my brothers aren't here. I miss them. I feel bad for what I did on Prospero, Magnus's homeworld, and what I did to Magnus. He basically hates change. He's regretful, or he's reflecting on what he did, and he feels remorse. Russ is a cool character, and yes, it's Space Viking. Come on.
I do want to say though, he's also one of the dumbest characters.
Yes, they portray him that way. He's supposed to be like that. He was literally raised by wolves. I'm not even kidding you.
But like when you look at it as a character standpoint, being the dumb character isn't always like it's not an appealing thing always. I'm not saying it's gonna diss him, but like it's not an appealing thing always.
Okay. If I had to put Leman, I put B tier.
Okay.
The reason I'm not saying, okay, hold on, how'd that happen? The reason I'm not saying A tier is because you are right with the dumb thing. Not everyone likes a dumb character. And he killed Magnus, which is not really cool. He set off why Magnus is who he is today. I think we put Leman here for right now.
We could always reorganize this at the end.
Yes. I'll let you kick off
Okay.
areas. Primarch of the
So,
18th.
Alpharius, Primarch of the 18th, or Omegon. I love Alpharius and I love Omegon. I love the whole bit. Alpharius and Omegon, their whole bit is how you can't tell them apart.
Who?
Exactly. They're shorter Primarchs and their Space Marines are taller, so you can't tell them apart. They all say they're Alpharius.
So you didn't explain it too well. All right.
Don't cut me off.
Let me take over.
No.
Let me.
No,
take
you're
over
not. No, you're not. There's only getting around to. I don't like really what they are.
What do you mean?
When they are treated seriously in the lore, like with the battle of Pluto with Dorn, they are really cool characters. Or Alpharius or Omegon is talking one-on-one to their brother, trying to speak. Or like when he battles Sharokin, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I could tell you're a real Primarch. How you tell me telling?" And he leaves him alone. When they are seen as like them as a story, they're a bit. They're a bit character.
Do you think they're a big character? Too much of a big character?
I think they started off as a big character. I remember, Warhammer was around in the 80s. I think when this started being made, they were too much of a bit character that they had to commit to. I love them. Personally,
I think the community's made them more of a big character. GW is not making them big characters.
And maybe you're right.
I'm 100% right.
I think that's
GW doesn't want them to be big
I
characters.
think that maybe just puts us like a sour.
Alpharius, he's really cool. Whoever they are, they are. No one knows their intentions. They don't know if they are a part of the bad guys or the good guys because there's two twin brothers. There's Alpharius and Omegon, helping the good guys in Imperium, but also
the good guys is a little bit of a
helping the good guys in Imperium, and also kind of working against them. So it's like, what's their motive? That's where the bit part comes in, where it's like, this is what they're played off about. This is how they're portrayed. Alpharius, I think I'll put in C tier.
see. Okay.
Jagatai Khan.
Primarch of the 5th. Primarch of the White Scars.
Primarch of the White Scars. Bro is really cool. He just wants to vibe and do his throat singing.
That's where he is right now. He's just on a rock floating through space. Just...
He's really cool. Jagatai Khan is, like we said, Primarch of the 5th. What's to say about him?
Honestly, he's so cool.
Bro is also just really smart.
So, did you know that when the Horus Heresy broke out, the Emperor was kind of able to tell who was going to go to what? Like, he obviously knows Angron doesn't like his ass.
Yeah, Angron's going to join the bad side. He's going to join the traitors. Well, Jagatai Khan.
No one knew.
Not even the traitors.
Not because he is like so indecisive. It's because he's so reasonable. When he makes a decision, he doesn't make a decision based on like emotions. He weighs out who is right, who is wrong, and what's going on.
He likes to weigh the pros and cons. That's what really got everyone kind of worried. And bro saw that traitors are a bunch of idiots who have a bunch of...
Sold their soul to Satan.
Yeah, who have a bunch of stupid Primarchs on their side. And he's like, I'm going to join the cool winning side with my cool brothers.
Exactly.
The Sanguinius is there? I'm in. Come on. You're Fulgrim? It's a knockoff Sanguinius.
Yeah. You get to choose between Fulgrim and Sanguinius. You choose Sanguinius.
Yeah. Moral story, Jagatai Khan's really cool. Right now, in the lore, he's currently missing because a bunch, I'd say, Jukari, who are bad elves. They are bad space elves. Killed one of his, like, best friends, essentially. One of his leading captains. And bro got so upset, he went on a full rampage. His, like, he dove into the webway. He is literally the Flash. He's super speed. He's very, very fast. Access to the Speed Force. Yes, essentially. He's like very hard to keep track of. He's like a storm of blades. He was fighting Mortarion. Mortarion, even though he had his the sicknesses and diseases and his gifts, Jagatai Khan was just so immensely had so much endurance. He also trash talked him. Yeah, bro is a top tier rage baiter. Jagatai Khan's just really cool. He's a solid Primarch. Unfortunately, the White Scars don't get any kind of love in the lore. So they're kind of just left with the fact that Jaghatai Khan beat Mortarion.
That's all you need.
And he's Flash. That's really it. That being said, I personally put him in B.
So, you know, D through F, not gonna really have anyone in it. It's no Primarch.
Well, let me check.
Except for like one.
I think I could see one going.
Don't spoil it. I don't like this game. I don't like this game.
Yeah, so that's where I'd put Jaghatai. Do you agree?
I agree. All
right. No closing statements?
Let my goat throat sing.
Hey.
Primarch of the 13th. I'll let you have this one.
Ron Butane, Girlyman.
Okay, he's
Robute, Grillmaster. Robert Gilman. Or for short, Robute Gilman. Primarch of the 13th. Primarch of the Ultramarines. The Blueberries. The only Legion that matters. We don't have enough content in our catalog. Keep feeding us, GW. Like, we don't have enough. Not enough lore, not enough models. Come on. Give us more. I'm begging you at this point. Robute Gilman, Primarch of the Ultramarines. He is basically the poster child of Primarchs and of 40k without you even knowing. He's the big blue guy. Why I say he's a poster boy is because his Legion are, like I said, the Ultramarines, the blue guys. They are GW's favorite people, favorite Legion for some reason. I'm not sure why. Why they're my Legion? I saw a really good deal with a bunch of models at a local game store, and I couldn't refuse it. And now we're here, okay?
Very unfortunate. For you.
So, are you saying you don't like Gilliman?
No, I'm very unfortunate for your wallet.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's unfortunate. This whole hobby is unfortunate for everyone's wallets. Gilliman, he's really cool. He's the... I'm going to put him S tier.
I know.
I'm so sorry. He's the Avenging Sun. He's holding the Emperor's Sword. You know, real quick, about the Emperor's Sword. You know what I figured out? You know how the Emperor's Sword, if you hit a demon with it, they cease to exist, they die?
Really?
If you hit a Necron with it, too. If it hits a Necron with it, too,
Really?
they cannot reanimate, they die, too.
That's cool.
I don't quote me exactly, but I just learned about that, too.
That's cool.
Yes.
Also, he is the most stressed accountant ever.
Okay, so that's something to do with his ability. Gilliman, so we didn't really do too well about this because, one, we suck at this. Two, I just didn't think of it. Gilliman's whole shtick as a Primarch, his genetically modified brain, he's really good at taxes. He's really good at what's it called? Excel.
Microsoft Excel.
Microsoft Word, whatever it's called. You know what I'm trying to say. He's really good at organizing. Bro is a master strategist. Bro knows how to plan, organize. He's literally called the backbone of the Imperium. Like, while people like Lionel Johnson, Sanguinius can fight wars, Perturabo and Doran can build walls and fortresses, Gilliman can hold it all together.
Who's going to be there after the war?
Thank you. After the war. Gilliman. Gilliman's going to do the cleanup. That's what really matters. Bro has thrown hands with so many... That was a terrible voice crack. Holy. Bro has thrown hands with so many Primarchs. He threw hands with Lionel Johnson. Him and Lionel Johnson threw hands with Conrad Kurz. He threw hands personally with Fulgrim. Lost. He threw hands with Mortarion. Technically lost, but he won because Daddy saved him. He threw hands with Magnus. Almost lost, but won. Bro has thrown hands. And I think he did with Alfarius.
Bro's got him.
Bro's him.
Bro's him.
Bro is literally him. There's a reason he's coachable. He may not be good at fighting, but he's literally putting me of, well, I won't back down. That's why I put him at S. He may be the poster boy and maybe my Primarch. That is where I'd put Gilliman.
I agree.
Cool. Any more closing statements? Anything you want to say? I spoke a lot about Gilliman. What do you have to say?
Do your taxes.
Want to kick off Mortarion?
The smelly boy. The
That's
stinky
it.
one. Primarch of the 17th.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
Try it again.
Primarch of the 15th.
No.
14th.
Yes.
14th.
Sorry again.
Mortarion. Primarch of the 14th Legion. What does it say about him? He's the smelly one. He's the stinky one. He is cool, though. He hated Psychers so much. When he grew up in Barbarous, where it was a kind of thick smog, and the higher you went, the more toxic it went. And at the very top was a Psyker that ruled the entire thing.
Bro was powerful.
Bro was
That's
powerful.
what I need to know.
And he couldn't beat him. He went up there and tried to fight him. He couldn't win. The Emperor had to come down and help him. After his fight, he had to be installed with these respirators to help him breathe because he couldn't really anymore.
I will say though, he could survive it longer than anyone else.
Oh,
with
yes.
his physiology.
Because that's why he's the one who fought him.
And
No one could get to him other than him.
When he first landed on the planet, he was with that guy. He said big guy didn't like him and went down to the planet and saw all the people living below the smoke who were like commoners. And he took them and he taught them to fight, and he called them his Death Guard, which is his legion. He's the Primarch of the 14th, the Death
Or
Guard.
he called him like he called him something else, I think. Wait, no, what is that?
Pretty sure it's his Death
I
Guard.
think it was Death Guard.
I think that's the whole point of the story. Mortarion, he's really cool. He fought Jagatai Khan.
And the sadness of it all, he not by his own choice, not really kind of like by his own choice, got turned to chaos and became a Psyker.
Bro became the demon prince of Mortarion.
Nurgle.
Demon prince of Nurgle. That was my words. Because when he was traveling through the warp, which is basically like hyperdrive but scarier and more deadly. It's like driving through Baltimore. When he was traveling through the warp, his warp drive failed and he was stuck there. And Nurgle
Failed.
Yeah, someone sabotaged this. We won't get there. He was approached by the demon god Nurgle. Was like, "Hey, dude, I can keep you and your legion alive."
The real thing was his legion, his sons, because he saw them as sons. He didn't want them to die.
No, and he was like, "That sucks. I need them. I want them to stay alive." He was going to become traitor. He was a traitor anyway. He was
Traitor, but not demon.
Yes, he was like Conrad. And he decided to become the Demon Prince.
Yep.
I like Mortarion.
I like him too.
He's really cool.
He's cool.
I like his, not like his Psychers, but he's a big hypocrite now.
Not even a hypocrite. He didn't get to choose this.
He still makes you a hypocrite.
No, it doesn't.
He could have been like, "Let me die, bro."
No, he can't.
He could have been like, "Let me die."
Yeah, I guess.
If I had to put him, I think B tier.
I agree. Take your showers. Use soap. Put on deodorant. I agree.
No.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I think Horus is probably the 16th. Yeah. All right. Number 16.
Horse.
Primarch of the Luna Wolves, or
The Sons of Horus.
Sons of Horus. Thank you.
And then, after postmortem, the Black Legion.
But we won't really go too much into that. Horus is what kicked off all these brothers hating each other. He's
kinda.
Okay, there's
Lorgar kind of did something before.
but there's also
Horus is a heresy.
Horus did the heresy. Horus is the one who basically did the actions. He's the one who kicks her. I'll say no. Hold on. I'll say he
was the head of it all.
Horus was the head of the Horus heresy, given a name. Horus is also a really interesting character. He has a lot of problems with him.
Yes, while interesting, he's the mustache twirling villain.
Yes. What I'll say, while all these Primarchs had their faults and stuff, majority of them are going to stay loyal. Probably not Angron. Like, say Horus wasn't in a picture and the Big E had his whole plan.
Angron was going to die from nails eventually.
Angron's going to die or tries to do a revolt, and Gilliman and Lionel would have had to kill him, put him down. Conrad probably would have to put down to maybe Lorgar. I'm not sure. Okay, Horus kind of at a certain point was becoming resentful. He saw himself higher than the rest of his brothers, and he saw himself as equivalent with the Emperor, even if it was just subconsciously, before he became a traitorous chaos guy, trolling mustache villain. He had all the demon gods, chaos gods, power him, and he
rivaled the Emperor.
He literally rivaled the Emperor. He was going to become like the spawn of chaos, the poster boy of chaos. You know, he was going to become like he could have basically united the chaos gods, in my opinion.
Well, not united, just
make them fight underneath one. That's uniting, kind of.
That's kind of.
And in lack of better terms.
He was a self-fulfilling prophecy too. He had a prophecy that one day the Emperor will be seen as a god and he'll be forgotten. And so he kind of rationalized it in his own brain. I gotta stop the Emperor.
I gotta kill the Emperor, bro.
But then in his own heresy, causing all that to happen.
He also, big spoilers, he killed Sanguinius. That's kind of... That's kind of unforgivable. I think...
Honestly, he has too many problems. Excusing the actual killing the goat, he does have too many problems as a character. Because also,
that's what makes him a cool character.
But also, in another thing, they regretted killing him. They killed him off at the end of the Horus Heresy, and then they're like, "Oh, people liked him, and he's a cool villain." Abaddon, you're Horus too.
Here's Abaddon.
The one who looks most like Horus. Yep, that's just Horus again.
So I'm not a big Horus fan. He kills Sanguinius. I recognize Horus is a interesting character, like all these guys. He is also Mr. Heresy.
He's Mr. Horus Heresy.
I'll put him in D tier.
Okay.
That's fair?
I was gonna put him in E, but yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna put him in E?
I wasn't for like Big E, but yeah. For like Big E, just for Big E. That was another reason.
I'll let you kickstart this one. Alright, you have to give an
You can tell everybody.
You have to give an explanation.
Corvus Corax, Primarch of the 19th Legion.
You can't just think he's cool because Raven Boy, Vaxel Dan, you just can't think that. You have to give me actual reasons.
Yes, I can.
Even though our reasons kind of like are sporadic, I want to hear your reason.
Okay, I'll give you my reason. I'll give you my reason. Bro was born on he was. I love the equivalence between him.
Tell me.
I love the equivalent, the things between him and Kurz. I wish we did them kind of similar times. Him and Kurz. Him and Kurz are very similar. Where one was born on a struggling world and saw the evil and decided he needed to be the thing to kill it. Being Kurz. One being born on a struggling world of lowest class and being raised by that lowest class, being hidden from the people oppressing them, being raised to think what's good, and then becoming an adult and, from literally slaves in mining operations, revolting against an entire government, that planet-wide government. They were on a moon, took over the moon, took over the planet, and made it pretty much utopia. Not utopia, but a better place. When he took over the Raven Guard, did you know he saw servitors like, what are they? They're like, oh, they're servants. They're servitors.
Yeah.
Guard of all servitors. He hated slaves. He fights. He can literally turn invisible and fight in shadows.
You know the picture of the monkey and the lion? It's Corvus and Angron.
Literally, the horse actually would have lost without him.
Yeah.
100%. He cut off the supply lines of
the traders.
Of the traders.
Which is what I'll say is really cool. While again, the big battles and the big names and going off against each other, like Gilliman and Angron and Lionel Johnson versus Conrad Kurz, Russ versus Magnus. I really like Corvus Corax going to places where are pivotal. He's not fighting really. Sorry, I drink a lot of water. He's not fighting on really important. He's doing really important stuff though.
He's doing the stuff no one wants to do that needs to be done.
Hold on. He might be cool there too. Okay, he might be really cool with the cutting off supply chains. He also Yeah.
I don't know how I forgot this.
Yeah. Go ahead. How do you segue into that?
He's Batman. After the Horus Heresy, he tried to rebuild his Legion because they were shattered, decimated after the Dropsite Massacre, and then Chaos, kind of like destroyed the entire thing, causing him to swanton dive into the Eye of Terror, which is the gateway into the warp, pretty much the place you can never go. Swanton dived in and lost, and he was lost. Years later, a World Bear operation was decimated.
Word Bearers being
Lorgar,
this guy right here.
Was decimated by a demon. And like, what is this? A raven demon was killing everything. And like Lorgar came out. He's like, I will stop this. I know this is you.
And bro's like, relax. He is here.
I know this is you, brother.
Him is here.
And Korax came out. He's like, you are a demon. You are filth. I am what we're supposed to be. And wrecked Lorgar so hard, he fled into his tower and has been there for 9,000 years. And Korax is waiting for him.
Bro was like,
come on. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a couple of years.
It's been a while.
Waiting. Just, come on, Lorgar. I want you. I need you. If you are going to argue me about putting him in S, or at least top of A, I am going to kill you.
Okay, hold on. I'll keep him in S.
Thank you. He is so cool. My little Raven boy.
I would say I put Lionel personally in A. Wait, hold on.
On to the next one.
Conrad Kurz, Primarch of the 8th Legion. The reason you probably saw during Korax's segment, I switched him from here to here, to the beginning. That's because him and Korax and him and Sanguinius, I'll get that in a second, are very similar. Both being born and raised on similar planets and going down drastic different routes based on who and what they were raised by. Conrad, in term, that picture of Squidward in the wild, eating like a feral animal?
Yeah.
That is Conrad Kurz. I will say, him and Korax had bad upbringings. Conrad Kurz actually was raised by no one. He had no one to look to, and he had to eat the actual street food and animals off of his planet. Oh, Nostromo, his planet, to survive. And when he became old enough, which was probably the age of 3, because they're freaking Primarchs or beasts, he started to lurk in shadows and understand society. He's really interesting.
No, he did not.
Sorry, hold on. Understand society in his own way.
Yeah.
In his own way.
He became the Night Hunter.
He became the Batman Who Laughs, essentially. He's really cool. He can see the future. That's his whole ability. So can Sanguinius. Him and Sanguinius see it differently. Sanguinius sees it, okay, that's a possibility. How can I fix that? Conrad sees that's gonna happen.
He sees himself. So this is a real story. He sees this kid that is. He sees two paths for him. He's either Conrad's either going to take him under his wing.
Oh, okay, hold on.
And
Preface. This is a good analogy. This is a story. This is an actual thing that happened to Conrad Kurz at some point in the story.
Yes, there's an actual story from Warhammer 40K. Conrad Kurz saw this kid, and a prospect for the Legion, the Night Lords, and Conrad takes him under his wing, there's a chance he becomes the greatest of Astartes ever, and holds true to everything Conrad believes. He'll be Batman. Or there's a chance he takes him under his wing and he becomes evil, a monster that Conrad would set out to destroy. Conrad, seeing these two options, decides to kill him immediately and avoid everything.
He took the safest route. Conrad is about taking the safest and most, in his mind, reasonable, logical route. He's cool, but he's also kind of a snaky jerk. He is he's Vampire Man. He's literally a cannibal. He takes the faces of people who have done wrong, like murders and stuff, and he puts them on his armor. He's insanely evil, but he's driven crazy by the prospects of future sight. He doesn't know how to handle it. I think he also has a lot of cool stuff. Like he gave Gilliman and Lionel a hard time. He tortured.
Didn't give Lionel.
Hey, it's perfect. Vulcan's next.
Yeah.
He tortured Vulcan, who can't die. He's quite literally evil. As a character, I think I'd put him. I think I'd put him C tier.
I agree.
I think I'd put him C tier. I think I'd put him above Alfarius too.
I agree that.
While he is evil, raging maniac,
Knowing how he got there is really cool.
it's pretty sick.
Also, to preface, he is currently dead in the lore because he saw that a assassin would kill him.
And he saw this in the future. He was like...
And he is strong enough to kill that assassin easily.
He could have seen it.
And he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Not even that. He knew it was coming years in advance. But he thought that if I avoid this death, that everything I have done will have been proven that I didn't have to do it. I have been evil. So he lets the assassin get him. And he is currently dead in the lore. Because he needed to prove to himself that he's not at fault.
It's kind of unfortunate. He'd be a cool villain.
He would be a cool villain.
No more closing statements?
No, honestly, that's pretty sums it up.
Alright. Next up, Vulcan. Primarch of the 18th Legion.
He's goated.
Bro's awesome. He's quite literally a big, lovable teddy bear.
He just wants to have lemonade and cookies.
There's a funny thing where it's like
it's Conrad and Vulcan,
yeah.
and it's like, I got to eat lemonade and cookies.
What are you, 12?
And then I watch SpongeBob.
I hate you. It's really funny. He is a genuine sweetheart. Bro is the
Don't talk about Eldar children.
Bro is really big, really tall, and he's one of the most physically strongest. He's also very, very smart with crafting. He basically is born on a forge world. He lives in his home world is like a volcano, a giant volcano with lava everywhere. And he and his people, it's Nocturne, the planet's called, specialize in craftsmanship. He's really good at it. During the Horus Heresy, he and his legion, as well as of course, Corvus Corax and Ferrus Manus, got decimated on something called the Dropside Massacre. He was taken by Conrad Curse, and he was tortured thousands of different times. But he's something called a perpetual.
He can't die.
He can't
Sums
die.
up.
He basically just rematerializes.
Funny enough, Curse didn't know that.
How do you not know about the 1,000? Oh, he didn't know the first time?
He didn't know the first 10 times. He's like, how?
Hold on.
The engine didn't kill you?
Hold on.
Okay.
Where's my chocolate milk?
Oh.
What's going on here?
Okay.
Vulcan, he is literally a testament of willpower, because every time he got killed, he would come back basically insane. But he would keep going. He'd keep going. He had to bring himself back. He got out, which, okay, hold on. I actually don't know how he, I don't know how he got out.
Really?
No, because it was all of a sudden, because Gilliman's mom's there, it was
So, Vulcan was he was put in this maze pretty much. At the very end, he found his hammer.
His teleporting hammer.
Just his hammer. And Kurz is I gave you that hope. I took out the teleporter's not working here. And he's like, you're right, Kurz. The teleporter will not work in here. However, it is still a hammer. And proceeded to destroy his way out of wherever he was being held. It went clean through Kurz, went clean through everything, got out, teleported out.
To McCrag, right?
I think he went, to McCrag.
Not pretty sure.
Not sure.
Don't quote us. Vulcan's really cool. He also ran through the webway with what was it?
It was pretty much a key to lock the webway.
Yeah, he was like, I need a hero. He was running through something called the webway, which is,
don't worry about it.
Bro's I put Vulcan in S here.
Yeah, no.
Vulcan, okay, don't talk about Elder Child. He defended the Golden Throne against Magnus. Against Demon Primarch Magnus,
He's
too.
cool.
Bro is really cool. And then he disappeared because he was so ashamed how the Imperium came to be after the Horus Heresy. He disappeared after the Horus Heresy.
He said, "I'll come back at the end times."
Yeah, I'll come back at the end times. He came back like
during the War of the
100 years later. He was like, "Not the end time, guys.
You guys just cooked. I need
to help you guys." And then he left.
Yeah, he didn't even see his Legion. He only saw the Black Templars.
Really?
Yeah, he intentionally said, "I don't want to see Thalamaters."
Don't give them hope.
Yeah.
Don't tell them Daddy's back. They'll get sad again. They'll get happy, then sad again.
Funny enough, he's the only Primarch that encourages them to have relationship. He's the Stardies to have relationship with their families.
Yeah, I know that. They go back to Nocturne to be with their families. He's really cool.
He's cool.
The Eldar Child is not his fault, and neither is that Eldar Farseer. Yeah, not his fault.
Moving on. Primarch of the Third,
Fulgrim. The bad snake. Putting him in F tier already. Bold of you.
I hate Fulgrim.
Fulgrim is.
I don't hate him.
Fulgrim is.
He's so difficult.
You done cutting off?
It's just so hard.
Fulgrim is the Primarch of the Emperor's Children. He is the glamorous, flashy, flamboyant Primarch. I'm not saying that word, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Flamboyant Primarch. He dresses in pinks and purples. You know, he's very, very emotional. He is the theater kid of the Primarchs. In turn, making him secretly an evil bastard. Fulgrim, like I said, why I mentioned this at the beginning is because I was thinking of Fulgrim. Every Primarch has a specific, unique trait about them that makes them special. They are good. Like, what's the word? They are the best. They are the best at like one thing, specifically. Like Gilman, taxes.
Dorn, defense.
Lehman Russ. I can't really think of Lehman Russ's.
Not even best isn't the way to put it. Is they have a certain skill set that allows them to be good at anything.
Fulgrim was great at everything, and that really made him upset because he's like, all my brothers are the best at one thing. I'm just kind of...
He's jack of all trades.
Yeah, I'm just kind of good.
At all, master at none.
But that's the thing the Emperor needed. Everyone wants someone to be good at everything, you know?
He's who the Emperor needed. He didn't want to be that, though.
He didn't see that. He couldn't see that. Fulgrim, the story that I have in my head, the one that I've canonized in my own mind, is that Fulgrim, he became a demon Primarch, essentially, because he found this cool sword.
The Layer Blade.
The Layer Blade, it's called. It had a demon in it, and it corrupted his brain. And that is what made him join the bad guys, the traitors.
Kind of is just the truth, though.
And that's what made him kill Ferrus Manus, his brother. Because he was powered by a demon, made him stronger, he killed Ferrus Manus. He then realized what he did. He killed his own brother. And he was so sick and, like, disgusted with himself, saddened. But the demon took back over. In lore, a bunch of his, like, legionnaires, his sons, essentially, Emperor's children, got him away from the blade, got severed the connection. And in lore, he turned out to actually... that was his deepest desires, and that's what he really wanted. And
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. He was already corrupted and bad.
It was like a cop out, though.
Yeah. I like to think at least that.
Please, what are you doing?
I like to think at least that he.
It's not a choice.
That it was not a choice, and he was being forced to do this. And if he had a choice, he would go back and change everything. Fulgrim does have a sad story, except for him kind of choosing to be a bad guy. It's really interesting how he got the name the Emperor's Children. The Legion got the name Emperor's Children. Because when the Emperor went on something called the Great Crusade to find all his babies, to find all his children, you know? Mm-hmm. When he found Fulgrim, Fulgrim had turned the planet from this, like, backwater mining operation world to a world that indulges in the arts, the crafts, music, all this stuff that he loves. And when he found the Emperor, he started to cry, and he gave this beautiful speech that really moved the Emperor. And the Emperor was like, I don't remember what the old name was, but he's like, I bestow upon you
It's like the Phoenix, like the stuff Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Guard? I don't know. We'll look it up later. Put it here. But the Emperor was so moved, he gave him.
Am I supposed to put it there?
Yeah, supposed to put it there. He gave him the option to be like, hey, dude, I give you the permission to name your Legion the Emperor's Children the greatest honor. He was like, please. Bro kind of had everything handed him, but his big thing is that he is very much so a jealous, raging jerk.
Yep.
He is like, how do I put this?
He can't accept others being better than him, but it's also like not his fault.
No, it's again, it's Big E not really
Nurturing children.
Nurturing his children, because at the end of the day, they are still. That's the thing. They're humans. They're still humans.
Big E wanted them to be unfeeling monsters.
Should have had girls. Should have had girls.
Should have had girls.
He wanted them to basically just fall in line with him, and Fulgrim had more emotions than that, and he didn't want that. Fulgrim, I'm not gonna put him in F tier. I'm gonna put him in E tier. Because I put him in E tier because the story that GW actually has is kind of lame.
I like being evil because I'm not pretty enough.
Yeah, I love being evil. I love it. The story I have in my head is much cooler. If that was it, I'd put him in B tier, A tier. There's also something called Clone Grim, where someone cloned Fulgrim, and that story is cool. If they did something with that, that'd be really cool. He'd go up.
He's in Trick's fault.
Yeah.
Fulgrim just came back from the lore.
He did come back. He's this giant snake. Any more closing statements from Fulgrim?
In the words of Eleanor, catch.
Fulgrim. There's a star.
Primarch of the Fourth. The Iron Warriors. Primarch. Perturabo. We were talking about the monkey and the lion screaming earlier. If we want to talk about that, that is Rogel Dorn and Perturabo incarnate. Well, Rogel Dorn, his Primarch power is being able to defend anything, see how everything is being able to be defended. Perturabo's is seeing how everything can fall apart. He's a siege master. He can see exactly how to dismantle and
Go ahead. I have something to say after.
and take everything apart. Say what you're gonna say.
While I completely agree with you, I saw something very insightful where it was like basically that Perturabo wasn't built for that.
Oh yeah, it was that being able to see what it's allowed to apart was supposed to make him a good.
No, he was supposed to create. He was supposed to make something beautiful. He was supposed to be beautiful. But the Emperor used him for something he wasn't supposed to be used for. That is what I like. Why I really like Perturabo. Perturabo, he's also a very logistical Primarch. While he is a part of these stinky traders,
he's not a demon.
He's not.
Well,
okay, hold on. Now he is in lore. There's a theory where he's not really a demon.
So
now he's a demon.
So in lore, he was afflicted by sickness by Mortarion.
I'm not sure. They went through the plague wars.
No, Fulgrim gave him a sickness. Fulgrim gave him a sickness.
Someone did.
Fulgrim gave him a sickness, I think, and that caused him to start deteriorating. In modern lore, he's described to be a demon, but there's also some lore maybe describing he's pretty much in a Primarch dreadnought,
like a preservative suit
to keep him alive.
Again, that's not
confirmed.
Perturabo is basically the crutch and the backbone of the Siege of Terra. Basically the big thing of the Horus Heresy. Without Perturabo, they would have gone basically nowhere.
And that's proven.
That's proven because he left. Bro got so upset, he left.
No one listened to him. He left, and the siege fell apart like that.
Because they had Sanguinius, they had
Khan,
they had Khan,
Vulcan,
they had Rogel Dorn.
They
had all these people there, and Perturabo was like, "You guys suck," and he left. He took his legion and left.
Everyone we just named was the people on the loyalist side. Look who's on his side.
Yeah, he had Mortarion, Angron, Fulgrim. They're all stupid. Fulgrim Fulgrim got so unamused with Dorn, he left the Siege of Terra as well. Perturabo, again, actually, I don't get Perturabo yet. Yeah, Fulgrim got unamused with Dorn, he left. Angron got killed, sent back to the warp because he was a raging demon by Sanguinius. He got kicked out. Mortarion got killed again by Jagdai Khan because he's Demon Prince, he can't really die. He got sent back.
And Horus was killed by
the Big E later.
Yeah.
And then Magnus.
But all these deaths happened.
Also, Magnus was killed by Vulcan.
Yeah, he couldn't get to the Siege of Terra.
Perturabo's like, who are these guys?
Perturabo had literally the Three Stooges on his side.
Perturabo, if I had to say, he of course doesn't want. Oh God, I'm so upset. GW put him with Chaos. I don't want all Primarchs to be. Because he should have been his own separate thing. So he's a traitor. He should have been his own separate thing.
In lore, there is a separation. There's Chaos Primarchs and there's Traitor Primarchs. There is not a single Iron Warrior Astartes that is demon corrupted, unless you're a separate warband. The Iron Warriors are not demon corrupted. They are atheists.
That's like they're atheists, but Perturabo is for some reason a demon in lore. That's why people thought that theory.
It's not a theory. It's kind of it's being teased. It's a teaser.
I hope so.
That being said,
Perturabo is really cool. I really like. He was supposed to be beautiful. There's this really cool story that I learned about where him and Magnus were really good friends, and Magnus asked him to build like this ancient star map essentially from our time. Because they're of course 30,000 years in the future.
It was like a warp map, though, right?
It was a map, essentially something to chart the warp, which is basically the biggest ocean. I'll put scare quotes there in the world, and in existence. And Perturabo understood this, and he understood what Magnus was trying to do, and he destroyed it
in front of Magnus.
Magnus was like, "Why are you doing this? There's no reason for you to do it. That's being cruel." And Perturabo was like, "Dude, I know." He's just like, "I know what you're trying to do. Don't." He's like, that's stupid.
I need to understand is the bad.
Yeah, he's like, you don't understand. Yeah, essentially. And he had this really cool moment with Magnus. That's my Purdy B.
And also, there's another time where like they're talking about how like they were on a planet that was like self-destructing, and they're like, if only we had stayed in that library a little longer. If we had, we would have died.
Yeah.
Do you ever think it was worth it? No.
Yeah. He did kill his sister, so that's kind of unforgivable. But that aside, I want to put him in A tier.
But I do have the funniest idea.
Are you gonna
one below Dorn? Also, let's not forget after the siege, he set up that is super impossible.
Oh, he set up the trap for Rogel Dorn.
Yeah,
and that's what made Rogel Dorn the only time the impenetrable wall, the Mr. Queen Never Cry, kind of faltered for a second.
Because he was like, I'm gonna chase him. And it got all of his legion killed, crippled his entire forces.
You know Fulgrim tried killing him, right?
Really? Oh yeah, we just talked about the disease. That
he tried, in order for Fulgrim to ascend to demonhood, he had to get that big soul, big essence. And he tried killing Perturabo.
That's why he's diseased currently.
I'm not sure. I gotta read up on that.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
Sure.
All right, next, the nerd, Primarch of the 15th, the big red nerd, Primarch of the Thousand Suns. I really like Magnus. I do too. I think he's like one of my favorite Primarchs. Period.
I don't know my favorite. I'll let you do this because I love Magnus so much. I love his complications. I love how he's a man searching for knowledge and it literally backfires horribly. I love how he's treated by the Emperor. I love how everything blows up in his face because he's not his fault, but because he's too smart for his own good.
I learned so much about Magnus because of this one YouTuber called The Amber King, where he does a bunch of 4-hour-long Warhammer lore videos with the description. He's really cool. He does like voice acting with a bunch of other YouTubers. It's really cool. And he did one about Magnus. It's my favorite video, and it shows the complications of Magnus and how actually human he is. How he's really emotional. How he he like really cares for his sons. He cares for his brothers. He cares for the arts. His one flaw though is that he just wants to know too much. And the Emperor's like, you can't. And Magnus, and he doesn't tell him why. And Magnus is like, why not? Why not? And he doesn't really ask that, but that's essentially like that's what the point is. And Magnus kind of being reprimanded because he's the best psyker, magic user essentially of all of his brothers, on par with the Emperor. Was told, hey, you are becoming way too dangerous with magic, with your psychic ability. You gotta stop. He can't stop. But he saw a premonition of the Horus heresy, Horus becoming a bad guy. And he's like, I gotta tell Dad. I gotta tell the Emperor. You know, he psychicked his way across the warp to Terra. Into Terra, the Golden Throne. Broke the Emperor's biggest project, the Webway. And let like demons run through the palace,
killing thousands,
crippling
the custodians,
and he didn't even get to tell the Emperor. He got cut off because the Emperor was like,
"No, he did. He didn't believe him.
Did he?
He told the Emperor. He's like, "I'm gonna believe you now? No,
I didn't know.
You traitor."
I
believe he got to tell him. And the Emperor didn't believe him. That's why he sent Lehman Russ.
And yeah, the whole
I believe. Don't quote me.
And the whole thing is he sent Lehman to basically talk with Magnus again. He
bring
wanted
him
to
to custody.
Bring him to custody. Horus intercepted and told him to kill him. Magnus at first was going to allow his death to happen.
He wasn't putting up a fight.
He was not going to put up a fight, but his sons, his legion, the Thousand Sons, were, because they were coming to Prospero, his home planet, to blow it up, to kill it,
burn it down.
And Arterman, his chief librarian, his big second in command, his friend, his mentor, who was part of the Thousand Sons, was like, I can't let this happen. And Magnus astral projected him and showed him the Space Wolves, the fleet. The Space Wolves fleet. And I was like, look at this dude. He gave him all these really cool talk. And the Amber King does a really good job explaining it. I'm not even going to try. And Armin's like, I can't allow that to happen. And when the fight actually happened, Magnus showed up. And Magnus put up a really good
melee fight.
Really good fight against Lehman Russ and was winning.
And keep in mind, around them was 100 gnolls, a circle of gnolls.
There's dozens of something called gnolls, which are basically anti-psychers. And Magnus had to throw up hands, and he was winning.
Not even like hands as in he couldn't use magic. Gnolls make you feel awful if you're a psyker. They physically weaken you.
Yep. And he was almost going to win, but Lehman...
It was his wolves.
Lehman, he had actual wolves with him that were doing genuine pack tactics, and they fried they fried him. So I'm sorry, Dylan.
I can't. I'm not even gonna stop you.
I had to put him above Gilliman.
Oh, we'll rearrange S because I don't think Lionel Johnson's top of S.
I'll do it right now real quick. It's crazy we have more S. I'd see this happening. We like Primarchs.
Yeah, we like Primarchs a lot.
Oh God, look who's next.
Primarch the 9th, Sanguinius. Nothing else needs to be said.
Primarch of the Blood Angels, his legion's called.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect list.
This is the only list that matters.
Honestly?
Well, hold on. Let's go into why Sanguinius is up there.
Do we need to?
Well, if we're trying to explain to people why this RPG matters, we gotta explain it.
The Siege of Terra, bro, was putting up numbers.
Bro.
Face Gabunda. Demon.
You said gibberish there to some people.
Face Gabunda, the demon prince of Khorne. He was a bloodthirster. Powerful demon.
He fried his butt. Right after that, he went against Demon Primarch Angron.
He looked up from the battle and saw Angron and ran the ones.
Bro was defending the Golden Gates. Or what were they called?
Lion's Gate. Lion's Gate.
The Lion's Gate. Bro was defending the Lion's Gate, which is basically the big grand entrance, the hey, come in here door to the palace itself. Oh my God. And his speech. Oh my gosh.
There's a person on Instagram, I don't remember the account's name, that has a voice-acted version of the speech. It is animated. It's one of the greatest things I've ever watched.
Okay.
It's like 6 parts.
Okay. Like we said, bro can see the future like Conrad Kurz, but he just is... He's not skilled. He's He's not low ratioed, you know. He knows how to use it.
No, I will say also, Conrad Curses is a little better.
Conrad's is better than Sanguinius, just in sight and like premonition, but Sanguinius uses it smarter. Sanguinius gets like different like timings. He's like, what is that? Where is that going to happen? He can kind of get hints.
He's pieces together.
His piece together. Conrad's like, oh, that's going to happen March 31st of next year. Well, I gotta see to it. Sanguinius, he grew up on a radioactive planet. He's literally the angel of the Imperium. He's not even my Primarch, and I love him. Bro is literally an angel. He went against Horus, and Horus, Buford, you listen? I'm listening. Horus fought him at Primarch level, and Sanguinius beat him. But Horus, of course, was like, all right,
gotta go.
Enough playing here. Gotta go ham. He turned basically into his full chaos mode and kicked Sanguinius' butt. But Sanguinius, with his future sight, knew he was going to die.
He walked into that battle knowing he would die.
He knew he'd die. He just had to fight long enough for the Emperor to get there. Oh my gosh, he's so
also, I was wrong. It's not the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate is the astral gate for like the spaceport that Mortarion fights at.
What's it called?
It's like the end. It's like the end. It's the
He fought the Palace Gate. All right.
He's so cool.
Bro's awesome.
He's awesome.
What else is there to say about him?
What else? Isn't there to say?
He's dead. Like he's actually dead. Horus
less than Horus.
Horus killed him. It's very gruesome how they describe it.
Let's not describe it.
He did bad stuff, and then what's really sad is that demons came sprawling on his body and crucified him.
So that's what I'm saying. Don't describe it.
I didn't describe his death.
Okay.
I described the aftermath. It's show the infamous picture here, Don.
Tragic.
Yeah, dude.
But even after that, he persists into the 40K, speaking to Dante.
That's my favorite character in all 40K.
We'll do a chapter master ranking later.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
But he spoke to Dante. He has been a consistent figure in his life, telling him he can't die yet, and he's been so cool, literally throughout his the entirety of 30 and 40K.
His soul's still out there.
He's Sanguinius.
Bro, Sanguinius. He's him. If there's a definition, if you go through the dictionary, okay, and look at the word him,
there's a JPEG of Sanguinius.
There's Sanguinius picture. Yeah, no more closing statements?
No, it's Sanguinius.
Sanguinius is up there, okay? Agreed? On all this? Okay. All right. I think this is the only list that matters.
Yep, the perfect list.
Again, why is the only list that matters? Because our opinion is the only one that matters.
If you see any of this online, tell them to go to our channel.
Yeah, just like drop our names.
Drop our names because they're wrong. Enlighten them. We want people to be right. We love the hobby. We love the community. So we want people to be correct.
God, those are bold statements.
I think it's been an end for today.
Yeah, if you guys know really anything about the Primarchs and what do I say? If you guys know about Primarchs and about my voice. If you know anything about Primarchs and 40K, and if you disagree with us, let us know. We're going to tell you why you're wrong.
We'll educate you.
Yeah, we will educate you, but just let us know why you're wrong. All right, I think with that's the end of the video.
We'll see you next time as for when we serve it to Raiden.
I guess I got no choice in this.
Nope.
Yeah, all right, sweet. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.